Hey guys, welcome back to another theatre vlog. It is the 28th of August and I am going to be seeing Operation Mincemeat this evening. I haven't gone to this show since December, so it's been like 8 months. There's a few new people. I'm so excited to catch the new cast. And yeah, I am absolutely thrilled. I actually won this on the lottery draw where they give out £25 tickets, so already I got a good steal with this one. I'm actually in a Travelodge because I'm staying overnight, and tomorrow I'm going to be seeing the Book of Mormon matinee, and then for tomorrow evening we'll see what Rush has in store for me. I hope it's something, because the only train that I can get home tomorrow is the one at 11 p.m. So if I don't get Rush, I'm stuck. I'm sure I will. There are some great Rush seats out there. I'm gonna try and see something new. I was gonna go to Back to the Future. I'm not going to. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna see something I haven't seen before on this trip. It's almost time to go. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'll see you at the Fortune Theatre. I've got such a good seat, by the way. I'm like row E of the stalls. This show's one of my favourites. It's definitely in my top 5, so I'm so excited to see it again after all this time. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go, and I will catch you when we get there. So after grabbing some quick dinner, I made it to the Fortune Theatre. I was so excited for this, even more so that I managed to get a stall seat for the lottery. It's the first time I've ever been able to do that, and I got the last one, so this was really special. I'm only just coming at you now because I met some very lovely people who are sat next to me. They also got the lottery. What a seat for the lottery, by the way. I think I mentioned this, but that was the last stall seat for the lottery, so I'm really happy. We've got Alex Young as Ewan Montague, and I was so excited for her, and she is wonderful. I absolutely love her. I've already seen George as Charles. I've already seen Chloe as Bevan and Madeline as Jean, so it's really nice to see Jason as Hester and the other characters. He made me cry so bad during Dear Bill, but that song always gets me, so I'm having a fantastic time. I truly cannot believe I haven't been here in 8 months. It doesn't feel like that long. It's amazing. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to talk about these guys because they are amazing, truly. I just love how clever this show is, and honestly, I'm thinking about just ranting and raving about the inner details of this thing because I absolutely love it. It's so clever, it's so funny, and the mix of comedy and seriousness is so well done, and it's so well written, and yeah, and I'm really happy it's doing so well on Broadway. Honestly, I thought it wouldn't do that well, so the fact that it is incredible. So I'm really happy for how far this show has come since it started. I'm gonna head back inside now. I'm gonna really enjoy Act 2. My eyes are still they're still wet, I'm still crying, Jesus Christ. This might be the show that makes me cry the most. I'm gonna head back inside, enjoy Act 2, and I will catch you afterwards. I'm in desperate need of a haircut. I have just had a shower, but does that matter? I don't think so, because I'm going to be talking about Operation Mincemeat. I wanted to make a change to how I do my reviews in the way that they are very long. I know that they are very long, and I'm trying my hardest to condense all my thoughts into one coherent speech. So I'm going to try doing that today and try to condense all of my thoughts into smaller sections. You know, I've tried to make my notes a little bit more condensed so that it's easier for me not to get overexcited, because that's what usually happens. So there were only 2 people in this cast that I have never seen before, and that was Alex Young playing Ewan Montague and Jason playing Hester Leggett. So let's start out with Alex Young. I was so excited to see Alex Young. I did see some of Alex's stuff online, and from the online stuff I kind of gathered that she was a bit similar to Tash. She definitely has the deeper voice. She's very witty, commanding. She owns the stage when she's on it, and she was wonderful. She has very strong vocals and fantastic comedic timing. I loved her relationship with the rest of the cast so much. But, you know, as funny and witty as she is, and charismatic and charming and all of that, she can be very cold and commanding when she has to be, which really sells the serious moments of the show so much better. And I really, really think that Alex's motto in the show is, "A loud boy is a good boy, huzzah!" But the serious moments that I'm talking about mainly are when she degrades Jean a lot because she is a woman. Now, I know I said I was going to keep my reviews a little bit shorter, but I just wanted to touch on the gender roles in Operation Mincemeat because I think it's quite clever. So the only people that actually play to their genders are Charles and Jean. And I think this is really important because Jean is played by a woman, you know, and her whole character is being a woman in the war times. And I think having her being played by a woman sells it better. And I also think characters like Monty being played by a woman as well, it balances it out so well having women in those commanding roles while also telling the story of how much they were not really seen. Moving on to Jason as Hester, the first thing I have to say is Dear Bill was gut-wrenchingly beautiful. You even saw me in the interval. I was crying my eyes out. And I cried my eyes out for the rest of the show, for the record. It was very well sung, but on this instance, I think that some of the audience members completely missed the weight of that song. There was a lot of unnecessary laughter. Nothing to do with the show, I just didn't like the vibe that that gave. There was a good pause held after the line before "To tell you the truth, Tom." Tom is the first time that Hester doesn't address the letter to Bill, insinuating that this is her experience and she's speaking from the heart. And honestly, when I talk about the audience, I think a lot of the audience missed that, but it's very well done and he did a fantastic job at delivering it. He's very pretty and proper, as Hester should be, and he has a very dainty voice, and I just thought he was hilarious. And, you know, he can be very strong, cold and commanding, much like Alex Young, and especially during All the Ladies, like, that song is so funny. I also just think Jason had such a good bond with Madeline playing Jean. Useful is one of my favourite songs in the entire show, and they both absolutely killed it, and just delivering the emotional aspect of the show was something Jason did flawlessly, and I would love to see him again in this role. I think one of my favourite things about Operation Mincemeat is, like, how many cast members they have and how many different, like, combinations you can get with the cast, and I think this cast worked really well together, as all of them do. And it was really nice to see Madeline again. Like, I saw her in her first week of performances, and then now it's like she's grown into the role so much, and I'm so proud of her and everyone in the show. It's so good. I'm outside and I'm in portrait mode. It's the next morning. I'm seeing the Book of Mormon matinee today. I'm actually at Borough Market right now to get some lunch, but I did just want to break some news. I got Hades Town Rush tickets. Rosie of the Circle. Holy shit. But for now, you're just going to see my day before Book of Mormon, and I will catch you at the Prince of Wales Theatre. You have no idea how excited I am for today. Those tickets are so hard to get. But anyway, I'll see you later. So, like I said, I was in Borough Market. I normally treat myself to quite good food in Borough Market, and I'm not saying my food wasn't spectacular. But I was on a bit of a budget today, so I tried to do more like small eats around the market to see what was up. I heard about these really good sausage rolls, and honestly, I'm not going to lie, might have been the best sausage roll I've ever had in my life. Was it £6? That's debatable, but it was really good. I then also got one of my favourite tacos from Borough Market, the fish taco. Oh my god, it's absolutely gorgeous. Then I visited Tea2U. I've bought tea from them before, and honestly, to get a hot cup of tea from them, I'm pretty sure it's like just over £2. Something like that. It's really good value for London. Anyway, I picked up some cocoa tea, like chocolate tea. It's actually so good. Like, I didn't expect it to be that good. It tastes like hot chocolate if it was tea. It's weird, but it's wonderful. Then I headed over to Book of Mormon because that was my matinee stop before Hadestown. I was in the front row, A14, and I absolutely love this seat. I think I prefer sitting on this side than the other side. I don't know why, I think it's just being able to see into that side's wings. This is my interval video because I got yapping and I didn't get a chance to film. I'll talk to you afterwards. Okay. I, in fact, did not get to you afterwards. Book of Mormon was really good, but then I headed over to Hadestown after having some dinner. Getting row C of the dress circle for a rush ticket is so good, and I was just so excited for this. I'm going to apologise right now for my lack of interval filming at Mormon. I got to yapping, I got to talking, I like to talk a lot, you know that, and I just never got the chance to film in the interval. But I want to go through some of the covers we had on. We had Callum Price and Robin Cunningham, and we had Paige Miller and Sean on as the Doctor, so it was a very cover heavy show and I loved it. Pulled my eyes out, by the way. I don't know what's with me this week. I'm getting like weirdly emotional at shows that don't normally make me emotional. That's a lie. Operation Mincemeat always makes me emotional, but Mormon, I was sobbing. I was like, I couldn't stop. Anyway, I'm at Hadestown now, so that's cool. I'm very, very excited. Like, this is so cool. I haven't been here in like a year. So we've got a whole new cast on who I haven't seen before. Cedric Neal is the one playing Hermes. If you don't know, he did Guys and Dolls and Back to the Future, and he's in both original cast recordings. Like, he's very swingy, very jazzy, so I'm sure he is going to nail this. Everyone else, I actually haven't heard their names before, so we'll see. I'm so thrilled though. This time I will try and talk to you in the interval, because I'm so excited for this, guys. But I'm gonna enjoy Act 1 and I'll catch you later. So I'm at Moulin Rouge right now. It's the cast change. I'm here with someone who's never seen it before. Our view's insane, so I'm just trying to keep this between us. It's our night, so I'm not going to talk too much, but obviously we're saying goodbye to Dom and Natalie today. I am gutted, but it's going to be a good one. Like, I am so excited about this show, but we're going to enjoy it. I'm sure my friend's going to enjoy it just as much as I will. I haven't been since like January, so this is crazy. I'm a little bit tipsy, if you couldn't tell, but I will catch you at some point when I'm not here. Just so you know, tears will be shed, but it's all for a good cause, so see you later. So I was incredibly grateful to get the opportunity to go to the cast change, let alone sit in the stalls, especially with a friend who had never seen the show before. Like, this was so special. And I wasn't lying with what I said, you know, I started off not really vibing with the show that much, but now I understand the hype. I think it's a bit overrated, but it is so golden. I just think it's like a fun night out show, and I think it should be treated as such.
You are very aware that tonight's a very, very special night for us here at the Moulin Rouge musical, because unfortunately we're going to lose some of these stunningly, beautifully talented people that I have behind me. Yeah. It's a very strange thing. A year ago, and some of us 2 years ago, we meet together in a room as strangers, and we start to do this crazy show, we learn this crazy show, and we become a family. And it's a bit weird, Ben is joking, it's a workplace, but it's very strange. We become like a family, and we laugh together, and we cry together, and we bicker together, and we make up together. But no matter what, we are a family, and we're very, very protective of each other, especially this company, who have been an absolute joy to work with. And on a personal level, it has been an absolute honour to share the stage with you stunning people. And for those of us that are leaving, you will be sorely, sorely missed. I'm sure you can all feel it, but I just want to talk of the energy of this company. I was thinking before we started this morning,
I was like, why do I do this? And then suddenly I put myself through this emotional pain, but then it's because of this. And I'm sure you feel the love in here tonight. It is just incredible. And this company give that over and over and over in bucket loads. No matter what you're going through in your personal life, you come in here, you just have the best time and the best laugh. And I am so gutted that these 16 gorgeous people are leaving the Moulin Rouge. But you know what? Let me just tell you, you never really leave. Because you get a call back to come and save, just in case somebody's gone into splits and the leg's fallen off, you know. Then somebody comes back. So these people, I'm sure, will be called back. However, the 16 that are leaving, we have super, super duper swings. So we have Mark Samaras, Tom Mader, Oliver Adam Reynolds, Grace Holdsworth and Rolla Elliott. Give them a big round of applause. Please take centre stage because some people will want photos. You can take photos, go for it. These people save the show constantly on a daily basis. They're thrown into all sorts of different tracks. They just do the most incredible job. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Next we have ensemble members. These ensemble members also cover the leading roles. Ross Cesari, Paul McKembo, Sasha Woodward, Takea Bailey, Kira McPherson and Serena Dowd. The leading roles get all the glory, but you'll see yourself, the ensemble work the hardest. They are so hard working. Give them a big round of applause. Then our gorgeous leading roles. Bernadette Bangura, come forward, let's shot, please. Most people in the theatre, I mean, even front of house, substage, backstage, in the orchestra pits, everybody. These three are absolute diamonds. They are beautiful, beautiful people inside and out. They share their love with us every single day, their sense of humour and their talent. And I personally am deeply grateful to the three of them. I love you all. Leading lady, leading man, step forward, please. Tom Simpson, Natalie Kasanga, you have led this show, and I have been so honoured to step into the role of Ziedler next to you. You've looked after you, you've taken care of me, you've laughed at me, you've made fun of me. You've been absolutely wonderful, and I am so appreciative that I got to share this stage with you, as I'm sure everybody here would echo those words. Thank you so much. So, the incredible cast of Moulin Rouge CAST 24-25, we'd love to wish you a very good night. Thank you so much.
very grateful to be able to go to the Moulin Rouge CAST CHANGE. My friend absolutely loved it. He had an amazing time. Like I said previously, it's not my favourite show, but is it a good night out? Hell yeah, it is. It is quite a good jukebox. It's probably one of my favourite jukeboxes, because I don't normally like jukebox musicals. Actually, I think my favourite is Jersey Boys, just because I think they do it so well, especially because they are just telling the story of the actual artists instead of making it into something different. But yeah, I had a really fun time. Saw Dom afterwards. He is still so lovely. This was our little picture with him. But yeah, we had an amazing night. But anyway, I want to talk about Hadestown because there are so many great performers that are now in it. Some of them not anymore. Some of the ones I'm talking about now aren't in the production anymore. But these are the people that I saw when I went, so I want to talk about them. Firstly, I want to give a huge shout out to Cedric Neal, who played Hermes. Now, when I first, got to the venue, I had no idea Cedric Neal was playing Hermes. That was a shock to me, but I was so excited to see him, as you saw from my pre-show video. So if you don't know, he originally played Goldie Wilson in Back to the Future, and he also played Nicely Nicely Johnson in Guys and Dolls. Both of them are very sassy, jazzy roles, so I absolutely knew he would kill this, and he did. Being my first male Hermes that I have ever seen live, he was incredible. He was absolutely perfect for the part. He toyed with Orpheus a lot, their relationship was so fun. But yeah, he delivered on the emotional scenes very well, and he had such great chemistry with the whole cast, especially Dylan Wood and Victoria Hamilton Barrett. I will talk about those two later, but definitely would see him again as Hermes. Next, we're talking about Dylan Wood and Desmond Cathabel, who played Orpheus and Eurydice. I've always thought that Orpheus and Eurydice was sort of the opposites attract dynamic, in that Orpheus is very kind, sweet, thoughtful, and Eurydice is very sharp and witty and confident, and she's kind of the balls of the relationship. Both of their voices were absolutely amazing. Dylan and Desmonda did a lot of talk singing, where they have a lot of vocal cracks, but they're all intentional to tell the emotional sides of the story, and I think combined with great vocals, that works really well. Hadestown is one of those musicals where it is basically singing throughout the entire thing, and you kind of have to have those moments, otherwise there isn't really much acting within the story, and I think they both did it perfectly. They are both very young and naive in different ways, and I think that Eurydice's strength is a facade, especially when she runs into Hades or feels absolutely helpless that Orpheus isn't listening to her because he's writing his masterpiece. I just think the story is so touching and it's so upsetting. But I don't love the ending. The ending is obviously very important, but it is absolutely soul-crushing. And I just think both of them delivered on the storytelling aspects really well, and their relationship was so adorable, and I really hope to see them again because they were amazing. Next, we're moving on to Victoria Hamilton Barrett, who you might know now as being in the Paddington musical, which is a thing now. She was a great Persephone. She's very witty, she's very funny, absolutely carried Living It Up on Top. Her voice is so jazzy and deep and smooth, and it really fits the vibes of the songs that she gets. Her relationship with Cedric Neal as Hermes was everything. Like I said, she had amazing vocals, and also her relationship with Hades was also amazing. She just had great chemistry with everyone, and I want to touch on some of Persephone's costumes because I love her green dress at the start. Her green dress, the fur coat, it's everything. But then for Act 2 she goes into mourning colours, but also these are the colours that Hades wears, and I understand that it's supposed to represent that she is mourning her lost love, but dressing in Hades' colours, she's also giving herself to him, which is contradicting, but I think it works, and I think it tells the audience that she still loves him despite everything that he's done, because everything that he's done, it is for her, even if he's so blinded by love and blinded by wanting to make her happy and wanting her to stay with him. I just think that their love story is so strong and powerful. And moving on to Chris Jarman as Hades, like I said, his whole sort of character is trying to win his love back because he does love her, but he is so blinded by the world that she lives in, which is spring, and he tries to make Hadestown just like it, but he uses all this artificial crap that Persephone just doesn't like, and it makes her fall out of love with him. Not really, but there's that disconnect that the two of them have, and then obviously Orpheus's music brings them back together. Their story is very, very good. I love their dynamic, I love their songs, and I loved Chris. Chris was great. I think that their love story perfectly mirrors Orpheus and Eurydice, and Chris's voice was very deep, very Hades-like, and it definitely complemented Victoria's voice very well. And yeah, I just absolutely loved seeing this cast, and I loved seeing the show again after such a long time, because I think the last time I saw it was like last summer, so seeing it again was really special, especially because it was a rush ticket, and I got so lucky with that. But I do hope to see it again sometime soon because it is such a good show. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. Like I said, I've had a great time, and my next video is very, very special because I will be doing something that I've never done on this channel before, and that is go to Comic-Con. I went to Comic-Con for the first time in October. It was MCM London, and I just had a blast. You'll hear more about that in the next video. But I'm definitely going to MCM May now, so there you go. But for now, that is everything for this video. In the next video, you will see me at London Comic Con and a few other shows, because I can't be in London and not see a musical, like, come on. But that's the next video, that's not this one, so I will see you then.